Hi, I'm Beth from the Spartanburg Soil and Water Conservation District. As we saw last week, the ground is proving to be a popular feeding site for the birds that come to visit our feeding site. With this in mind, we decided to see if we could build a platform feeder with materials easily acquired from a local hardware store, but without having to buy an entire roll of screen or hardware cloth just for this one project. Our goal was to build a sturdy, functional feeder, easy to build and easy to clean, with little leftover resources. I started off with one 10-foot cedar 1x4, one 8-foot cedar 1x2, and a 1-foot by 2-foot piece of perforated aluminum sheeting. It's already finished, the edges don't have any rough spots, and has perforations in it for drainage. This was called Lincane at our local Lowe's store. The first thing we did was to cut the 4 supports for the sheet metal from the 1x2, 1 for each end, plus 2 toward the middle that will help hold it up. And then there's going to be an additional 6 pieces that go between these supports around the bottom to kind of hold that screen in place. Then we cut the 1x4 to make the sides of the platform. When constructing the feeder, it helps to pre-drill the holes before attaching the pieces together. This will prevent the wood from splitting. With the frame together, check the fit of all the supports on the bottom, then assemble so that the supports attach the screen to the feeder box. Next come the legs. These were a little bit more complicated than the rest of the project. They were cut out of the remaining parts of the 1x4 and attached. As with all these pieces, we want to attach them with wood glue first. This will greatly improve the durability of our final project. Anyway, from the remaining 1x4s, we cut out the edges and made the feet have an angle on the bottom so it will sit more flatly on the ground. Once this is finished, from the remaining 1x2, we cut 2 little shims to allow the legs to lie flush with the feeder blocks. Clamp these legs into place and then drill them and attach them to the feeder box. Here's our finished feeder with just a tiny little bit of 1x2 that we have left. I decided not to seal the lumber as it is cedar, and I wanted to keep it as natural as possible, but I did write the date on the bottom of it so that we can check and see how it fares over time. It is also sitting on stone rather than right on the ground. Once we put it in, I had a curious visitor almost right away.